Hey guys, it's Fire and we're back with more Smash Bros. 4. In this little series, I'll be dealing with topics specifically about the new Smash Bros. Game. But since there isn't too much information out there yet, here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna give some of my thoughts on a topic on Smash Bros. 4. Then I'll leave it to you guys to share your opinions. You can leave a comment or even leave a video response if you want. In the next video, I'll highlight some of the best ones and we'll go on to the next topic. It's kinda like NinBuzz's community choice, but with Smash Bros. Okay, for this video, we're going to talk about how the company Namco Bandai is going to transform the Smash Bros. Franchise. In my opinion, this is going to be a huge step forward for the series. If you don't already know, Smash Bros. 4 is being co-developed with a third-party company called Namco Bandai Games. The two companies' relationship dates really far back, going back to the release of Pac-Man on the Famicom in 1983. Since then, the two have been in constant partnership with each other, with releases like Soul Calibur 2, Mario Kart Arcade GP, and more recently, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. One of Namco Bandai's producers, Katsuhiro Harada, commented, saying that, "I think Nintendo chose us because Smash Bros. Is a fighting game. We have over 17 years of continuously developing titles. I think they felt we were a good choice for that." And the two games they were referencing were Tekken and Soul Calibur. Now based off that quote, you can kinda guess where I'm getting at. Probably the biggest thing I'm excited for in Smash Bros. 4 is that it's going to be a competitively balanced game. Namco Bandai has been developing fighting games for years, and that kind of experience is going to be really valuable. There probably isn't going to be any overpowered characters like Meta Knight, and every character is going to have the potential to be top tier. We might even get a gameplay system that's just as fast and technically deep as Melee. Maybe. And if we're talking characters, Namco can think of a lot of cool ways to create movesets. The Soul Calibur series deals specifically with weapons-based combat, so if you're afraid that everything is going to be just swords, you're sadly mistaken. The company even has experience in character creation, if that's what you're into. I'm also really excited about the online play. I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with me when I say Brawl's friend code system was not that good. The game would lag, people would drop out randomly, and you could never get a good connection unless your opponent lived super close to you. Sakurai even said himself that he wasn't satisfied with the online play. Namco Bandai's knowledge with online is probably gonna remedy a lot of these problems. Maybe we'll even get an online ranking system. Now the last thing worth noting is probably the most important. Sakurai isn't gonna have as much control over the game anymore. Don't get me wrong. In terms of making games, I think Sakurai is a genius, but after you've almost exclusively developed 3 Smash Bros. Games, I think that power is gonna go to your head. Think I'm wrong? I've got one word for you. Tripping. He may not have thought of it, but in the end, he was the one who approved it. With Namco Bandai stepping in, they'll be able to give a fresh, new look at the series, without having to live up to the expectations that Sakurai has of having to constantly rework the gameplay. In my opinion, I think the best way to move forward is to have Sakurai work on things like adding new characters, new features, and the single player, and then have Namco Bandai work on things like online, multiplayer, and balancing. That would be the perfect combination of the two, because both companies would be utilizing the knowledge that they have the most experience in. But those are just my thoughts. We're not going to get any solid evidence until E3 2013, but it's still fun to speculate. I think if both companies play their cards right, we'll be coming out with the best Smash Bros. Game to date. It all really depends on what happens in the near future. Tell me what you guys think. So since this is the first video, I'll bring up the next topic. Do you want to see a Smash Bros. 4 multiplayer beta? Betas do a lot in ironing out the kinks of a game, but they can also spoil it a bit. If you bring up something good in the comments, I'll highlight it in the next video. Also, if you have any ideas on what topics you want to see, be sure to let me know. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys can think up. Anyway, let's end this here. Thanks for watching. Until then guys, this is Fire, signing out.